All right. Well, this isn't really going to be edited as I am just helping someone here. So, welcome. I haven't done one of these solo in a long time. I've been really relying on my team. Hi, everyone. I'm Jason from EO7 Media. And about a year and a half ago, maybe almost 2 years ago, I did a video called My Favorite Settings for the Rode Wireless Go 2. And I actually still use it quite a bit. I use it for a lot of things. My wife and I have podcasts that we walk around, and it's really good. So it's when we're actually doing our podcasting, we have mics like this that makes our lives infinitely easier to clean. But I do get a lot of people. Oh, let me turn the fan off real quick. I do get a lot of people asking me questions, and today I got Mirage Uchiha. Naruto, is that right? Mirage Uchiha writing to me that he is wanting to stream video games, and he is looking at getting the Rode Wireless Go 2 as basically his source for audio for this streaming. Let me try and make this bigger here. So I watched your video just for the clarification so I don't buy the wrong thing. What would you recommend for me trying to reboot my channel as a Let's Play video game channel? What would I need to do to record and send my recordings to my MacBook? Well, first and foremost, if you are just looking, if you're wanting to go live, you could do that with, a camera such as this. I'm using a Sony A6500 with a Sony 20mm 1.8 lens. I have a wall AC adapter for it, and then I'm connecting the HDMI out to an Elgato 4K. I'll leave the description down below. I'll leave the description for anything I'm mentioning down below. And then that connects right to my computer. So I can live stream very easily. And then I have this, the Shure SM50. No, this isn't an SM58. This is, I don't know. Again, I'll leave it down below. But this is the microphone I have hooked up. So I can go live. I've gone live quite a few times with this setup. And I've gone live in the studio with basically the exact same setup. So if you're looking to do live, you just need some stuff. Again, I guess if you're doing it from a laptop, I know most laptops have built-in cameras, so you could bypass the camera. But what it boils down to is what's important for your visual. And granted, your video might look like this with a tiny little video of you, and then showing the major screen as everything over here with the actual video game. And if that's the case, I don't think you need the best camera. But if you're going to be doing a lot of bigger facial stuff, I would suggest getting a just a little crappy DSLR. But if you get a good lens, that will take your quality through the max. So that's why I have my 20 on here, and I think it looks amazing. So what would you need to send your recordings? So you can set up, again, if you're going live, you're all set up, because then you can hook up your Rode Wireless Go 2 to the camera, and then the audio from the camera will be passed through the HDMI. You're good to go. If you're looking to record and maybe edit a little bit, or at least control what the video actually looks like when all is said and done, and technically, unless you're looking to stream, that's what I would always recommend, is record it first. So if you flub, if you have to get up and go take a bio break, or, if something comes up and you don't want that out there, it's kind of hard to go back and recut it without actually then downloading it, recutting it, and reposting it. But it was live at some time, so I'm a big fan of recording everything and making sure it looks good before it goes out. So if that's the case, you can record to your camera. If you have a DSLR like this, you can just record with a SD card, pop that out. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking that's going to be too much of a setup, because I'm sorry, I'm going way off on this. You mentioned that you don't have a lot of room. There's no space for a podcast mic. And then I got your email explaining more about the situation, or the comment somewhere down here that, explaining what your actual setup is. And if you don't have a lot of room, I don't have it here, but they make these little clamps. Again, I'll link this down below, but they make these little clamps. They're super small, and they have like a little tripod on the bottom. And you can get one of those for your phone, which I'm guessing you're wanting to do for your camera. And then with the Rode, I should have my Rode up here. Yep, I do, because I just used them. So with your Rode, you can clip your mic to here. Now the one thing, the Rodes aren't terrible. They're pretty decent, but they're really tacky looking. Like, they're crazy tacky looking. So I hate using this for anything professional, but if it's just for fun, I don't think anyone's going to give a shit. I think you'll be fine. If you start making more money, like with your subs or your followers and things like that, I would definitely say to get something else, because these are great if you're on the move and you don't have a lot of room. You just clip, go, let's do it. That's freaking fantastic. But I would never use these in a professional situation. I remember mentioning that in the video. And I haven't. They run into too many issues. But the good thing about them is they do record. Now, they won't do live feed. So if you're doing live stream, they will not do 32-bit live pass-through. You have to record to these, and then you plug these into your computer. You through the app, what is it called? It's right here, Rode Central. You open up Rode Central, and then you can export the audio from here as a 32-bit float wave, which is wonderful. And that means if you yell or if you go too quiet, you can boost the audio without destroying the quality, and you can bring the audio back without destroying the audio quality. So that's super helpful, but you can't do that live. So if you are going to connect, this is what I mean by a little clamp. So when you have a little clamp like this, and this is my Samsung Galaxy, just do it without a case though. This is a really cheap case on my other phone, so you can connect it right there, and it has a little screw mount right here, which you can attach to the top of your laptop. You can attach to a desk. You can attach this to a little tripod. But some of these, and the one I'll link below, will have this. Will have this right here. Come on, come out. Oh no, it doesn't have it on here. I'm so happy I prepared for this. Sorry, I was just literally doing in the middle of work, and I wanted to get this over to you. So some of them will have a hot shoe mount on top, and then this little bad boy can just clip on top for the receiver. The receiver can just clip on. Oh, I have the receiver here. Hold on. So you get the receiver, you clip it to your setup, to your phone, and then it's going to send you a 3.5 audio jack that you think would work going into a phone, but it doesn't. You have to use a USB-C, and it has to be a certain type of USB-C. I've used some USB-Cs that will not work, and you just have to make sure you have a good data transfer USB-C. I believe it comes with one. If not, use the one that comes with your phone. That'll be good. And then you just connect the USB-C to the USB-C, and then you will have good audio. So that's connected here. And then you use the transmitter to talk through. Typically, when you're wanting to do audio, and I'm sorry I'm going to sound really far away, but I want to show you what I'm doing. So if you can get audio, like your hookup, right about here, that's going to be really good, because you're adding chest bass, which makes it sound a little better, and you're going to bypass this area right here. So many people put their mics right here, and what happens is the audio has to go like this. The sound has to loop around your face, and it actually takes like a millisecond or two longer, and it's annoying because it'll look and sound a little bit off. So if it's roughly right about here, it's going to sound the best. Or if you can have something angled closer, so if you could have it like right about here, it's even better. Especially if you're just sitting and you're not moving, you could get some kind of like an arm or something, and then just clamp that to it. That's going to be even better, because then you're not going to get the clothes ruffles and stuff. So this would be ideal. Take that off. Okay, let me see if I'm missing anything else. So you can connect the... Everything's falling. You can connect the receiver to your phone, and then you have your transmitter. The batteries on these aren't terrible. I just did an experiment. I was on a documentary out of state, and I left. I did an accidental experiment. I accidentally left one of my interviewees because we were running around, and I mic'd him as a backup with this, and I left it on them for like 7 hours, and it was still running. It was low battery. It was pretty low at the end, but I got 7 hours out of it, which is pretty crazy. But I did do another video on here where you can attach a USB-C to a power source, whether that be AC or like a power bank, and you can power this indefinitely then, which I think is really cool. So that's how you get audio to your phone, and then from your phone, you can just grab that video file, because it will not separate it into audio and video. It'll just give you a video file with audio attached, and that'll be at 24 bits, which isn't a terrible thing, but 32 is always better. It's gonna be bigger in size, and you'll have to do some syncing in post, so you'll have to sync the video and the audio. But if you do yell a lot, or if you're really quiet, you have more area to play with there. But if that's not a concern, if you're not looking at like that production style value, you can just hook it up to your phone and it'll be great. So then you take the file off, post it online, you're good to go. Well then, sync it up to your game. For the recording of the game, I don't know what you're using. I'm guessing you're gaming on oh, you said like a PlayStation, but you said you knew how to do that because you're getting a flash drive from your PlayStation to the computer. Yeah, you can just edit and post, lay them on top of each other, lasso them all, synchronize, boom, you're good to go. And then just reshape your face. So it's like, oh, look, my little face right here. And then here's this awesome game you should be paying attention to right here. That's why I like doing everything, like recording and then editing and putting it out, because it allows me a lot more flexibility. So like right now I'm editing on the fly, and it's not very good. So what was your other question? This is very informative, straightforward. Oh, nope, that's someone else. Transition. Well, first and foremost, thank you for detailing the situation. Space requirements give you a little space. Oh yeah, this is where you talked about it, your space. You have a MacBook, so you're good to go. You just need an editing software, and then you export it out. Something I don't think a lot of people know, and it's really good to know. YouTube crushes your video quality quite a bit. Not as bad as Instagram or Facebook, but YouTube does crush the video quality. So it's my opinion, you should always start with as high a quality as you can. So like for instance, on this camera, I'm shooting 100 megabytes per second. And then I put it into my editor and I export that file, once everything's said and done, to YouTube at 100 megabytes per second. And it creates an extremely large file. So when we're doing our podcasts that are like an hour long, it's about 50 gig per video. And you post it to YouTube. But what that does is that giant file, if you start really big with it and then let the YouTube do its, algorithm crush, where it crushes the video down to a certain size, you're starting with much higher quality, so you won't see the quality dip as much. But if you export out a video that is lower quality, YouTube's going to lessen the quality even more. So always try and start with a high quality video as possible, going in, like out of your camera, into your editor, and out of your editor. So once it goes to YouTube, it should be as high quality as possible. And I recommend 100 megabytes per second is my choice. Okay, what else? What else am I missing here? Is that everything? So yeah, I remember you sent a comment somewhere on here that you said you already bought it. And if you already bought it, that's fantastic. Congratulations. Welcome to the Rode family. I love these little bastards so much. I think they're great. What else am I using? Now, make sure it's this is really important. Make sure you buy the Rode Wireless Go 2. The 1 The version 1 is really terrible. I definitely did a video comparing the 1 and 2. It's like 20, 30 minutes long, whatever it is. And it is so bad. I hated the audio for it. Let me see if I can find it real quick, because it was so bad. Show my channel. Oh, because it's like really big. Give me 1 second here. Where's my filmmaking? I can see things. No. There we go. So here's the upgrade video I did. I did a ton of tests on it. Like, is it worth upgrading? There we go. Is it worth upgrading to the 2? And I will say this 100%. The 1 would crap out all the time. The battery life on it is terrible. It doesn't have 32-bit float. I did distance testing in here to see how far it went, and the Rode Wireless 1, like, it died like when I was right here on this little island right here. Meanwhile, the Rode Wireless Go 2, it died when I got to this house all the way in the background here. The 1 is just trash. It sounds like trash. It's super not good. The 2 is so much better. So if you got the 1, I don't mean to harp on this. I really don't mean to harp, and I feel bad harping this badly. But if you got the 1, send the 1 back. Buy the 2. Even if you don't need 2 of them, the model is so much better. And I know they just released the new one, the Pro. I think that's what it's called. Either the 3 or the Pro. I forget what it's called. But it's supposed to be a little bit better. But for your needs, I don't think you need the Pro, the upgrade, but definitely get the 2. It is epically better. So you want, in recap, if you're shooting with your phone, I'm sorry, I didn't realize this before. You want to hook your transmitter to your phone. I would suggest getting some type of attachment. Like, these things run like $6 or $7, and make sure it has a cold shoe mount. You attach the transmitter to the cold shoe mount, run the proper USB-C from the transmitter to your phone, and now you're getting audio. And on top of that, so now you're getting clear audio when you are using your I'm sorry. Damn it, I got the words wrong. This is why I like recording and then doing it. So your transmitter, you're going to send your transmitter on your phone. Sorry. Transmitter on you. Okay? We're just going to clip it right here. See how good I am live? You got your transmitter. You got your receiver. Your receiver goes to the phone because you're transmitting from the one you're using to the receiving end. That's connected to your phone. So now you have audio connected to the video. And then in the Rode Central app, you can set this to always recording your transmitter. And I always suggest that just in case something goes wrong with the transmission to the receiver or your phone. So that way you're still recording with your transmitter. And then your transmitter, you can hook up to your computer and then download the 32-bit float version of the audio, which allows you to have more dynamic range with your audio. So then you put it into your editor, you edit it the way you want, export it out as high quality as possible, taking into account what bitrate you shot with your phone. Make sure you figure that out. And boom, make a cool thumbnail. Because YouTube people on YouTube wholeheartedly will watch a video if it has a better thumbnail before the actual subject matter. So I hope that helps. This is where I usually say like and subscribe, but make sure, what I really want you to do is check out some of my other videos, because we talk a lot about how to self-promote yourself on social media, and YouTube is one of the best social media platforms there is. And I talk a lot about how to get more followers and stuff like that. So watch our videos. We have a weekly podcast. If you ever have questions about how to boost your followers. I think it would be awesome to talk about this on our podcast about how to boost like a video game let's play channel. I think that would be a lot of fun. But I hope this helps. I hope this helps you. I hope someone else out there gets some help out of it. And thank you. Thank you for the question. And remember to be better and do something awesome today, because that's the way I end every video, because I'm reminding myself to be better. And hopefully I did something awesome today. Have a great day.